Ever dreamed of creating your own app but felt coding was a huge hurdle? You're not alone. Luckily, no-code platforms make it possible to bring your ideas to life without writing a single line of code. These tools are perfect for beginners and creative thinkers, saving time and money while allowing you to design apps exactly how you want. Today, we'll get into 4 amazing platforms: Adalo, Bubble, FlutterFlow, and Thunkable, sharing tips to help you decide which fits your needs best. Let's jump right in. Firstly, Adalo was designed to allow anyone to create fully functional apps with a drag-and-drop interface. What makes it special is how beginner-friendly it is while offering the flexibility to create both mobile and desktop apps. We chose it because of how smoothly you can design and manage everything without needing technical expertise. This ease could make it a perfect starting point for anyone new to app building. Getting started with Adalo feels almost like playing with a digital puzzle. Once you sign up on their website, you're introduced to a visual editor where you can simply drag and place components like buttons, images, or even complex forms. Imagine being able to set up the basic structure of your app in just minutes. For those who are unsure where to begin, Adalo provides a range of templates that act as pre-built designs. These templates, like a booking app or a to-do list, can be a lifesaver when you're not sure what your app should look like. All you have to do is customize the details to suit your needs, and you're off to a great start. The drag-and-drop system in Adalo feels natural and intuitive. Instead of worrying about technical details, you get to focus entirely on the creative part of building your app. It's as simple as arranging building blocks, but these blocks can perform important functions. For example, you can create forms for users to fill out or navigation bars that link to different parts of your app. Actions bring your app to life, letting users interact with your design. You can even assign specific tasks to elements, like setting a button to open a sign-up page or trigger a notification. If you've ever thought about adding real-time updates or connections to external platforms like Google Sheets or Airtable, Adalo has built-in integrations to make it happen quickly. For those looking to go even further, there's support for custom APIs to connect your app to advanced tools. Another benefit is how Adalo handles databases. It comes with a built-in system to store and manage data, which means you can control everything, from user information to app content, directly from the platform. Security options let you set access rules so only the right people can view or modify specific data. It's like having your app's entire backend handled without needing to hire a developer. While Adalo makes app creation incredibly accessible, there are a few things to keep in mind. The design flexibility is somewhat limited if you're aiming for something completely unique or complex. For example, advanced customization might require a bit of coding knowledge, which could be a hurdle for absolute beginners. However, for most everyday apps, the features offered are more than enough. Here's something we've learned that might help you get the most out of Adalo. Start by experimenting with their templates. They're not just pre-built, they're a way to understand how different features work together. Another tip is to take advantage of their version history tool. This feature saves every change you make to your app, so if you ever feel like you've messed up or want to go back to an earlier design, you can. It's a real confidence builder, especially when you're trying out new ideas. When it comes to pricing, Adalo makes sure you're not spending money unnecessarily. The free plan lets you test unlimited apps and use basic features, which makes it ideal for someone just getting started. If you're ready to publish, the starter plan at $36 per month unlocks custom domains and additional app actions. For small businesses or creators who need more advanced features like geolocation and custom integrations, the professional plan at $52 per month is a great option. Adalo even offers a team plan for agencies at $200 per month. But for individual creators, the free and starter tiers offer plenty to work with. Next, Bubble takes the no-code app building to another level. While Adalo shines for its simplicity, Bubble excels in giving you control over building dynamic and interactive web apps. It's a platform where you can create anything from personal side projects to full-scale business tools. What sets Bubble apart is its flexibility. It's not just about dragging and dropping. It allows you to define workflows, connect with APIs, and handle detailed logic. We chose Bubble for its versatility, which makes it ideal if you want to create apps with more advanced features. Starting with Bubble might feel a little overwhelming at first, but it quickly becomes manageable once you get into it. Signing up is straightforward, and the platform greets you with a setup wizard that helps you identify your goals. For example, If you're building an app for your startup, Bubble suggests relevant templates or tutorials to get you moving in the right direction. One thing we noticed was how helpful the step-by-step lessons are. Bubble has a built-in academy where you can learn by doing. Imagine dragging a button onto the screen, linking it to a workflow, and seeing it in action instantly. It's hands-on and makes the learning curve feel less intimidating. The design flexibility in Bubble is where it really shines. You get a visual canvas to drag and arrange elements like text boxes, buttons, and images, but it doesn't stop there. Each element can be tied to actions or workflows. For example, you can create a button that calculates a total cost or sends a message to a user, all without writing a single line of code. Bubble also offers a high-quality database management system. Unlike Adalo, which is more straightforward, Bubble gives you the ability to define complex data relationships. If you're building something like a marketplace app or a CRM, this feature is invaluable. Imagine being able to connect users to transactions, products, or even external services through API integrations. It's like having the flexibility of coding without the headache of syntax errors. Another key feature is how Bubble handles responsive design. Whether your users are on desktops, tablets, or smartphones, your app will look and function perfectly. This flexibility makes it stand out if you're planning a web app that needs to serve a wide range of users. Bubble also supports custom plugins and integrations. Let's say you want to connect your app to a payment gateway like PayPal or Stripe. It's as simple as installing the relevant plugin. You can even use advanced logic to create multi-step workflows. Bubble's biggest strength, its depth of features, can also be its main challenge. For beginners, the learning curve is steeper compared to Adalo. It's not as much about technical complexity as it is about understanding how all the pieces fit together. If you're patient and take advantage of the tutorials, though, this won't feel like a major hurdle. Here's what we've found useful when working with Bubble. Start small. Instead of trying to build a complex app right away, focus on creating a simple version of what you want. For example, if you're building an event management tool, start with just a basic form for adding events. Bubble's templates are also extremely useful. Pick one that's close to your idea and explore how it's structured. The built-in version control feature is another lifesaver. It allows you to track changes and revert to previous versions if something doesn't work out. Bubble offers a free tier that's perfect for exploring its capabilities. You can build and test apps without spending a penny, but there's a catch. The free version includes Bubble branding, which isn't ideal for professional projects. The paid plans start at $29 per month, giving you access to features like a custom domain, basic version control, and live app deployment. For growing projects, the $119 growth plan offers advanced tools like two-factor authentication and premium version control. If you're building for teams or scaling a business, the $349 team plan includes collaborative features and higher resource limits. Now, FlutterFlow is like having a foot in both the no-code and pro-code worlds. What makes it stand out is how flawlessly it combines visual app building with the ability to customize your app using code. It's particularly popular for building cross-platform mobile apps, thanks to its integration with Google's Flutter framework. We chose FlutterFlow for its advanced features that still remain accessible, which makes it a great option whether you're a beginner or someone with coding knowledge. Getting started with FlutterFlow is a simple process. When you sign up, the platform walks you through a demo that showcases its drag-and-drop interface. The key difference here is that you're not just placing static elements. FlutterFlow allows you to define complex behaviors and interactions. For example, you can set up a login page that connects to Firebase for authentication in just a few clicks. The templates in FlutterFlow are another highlight. Whether you're building a chat app or a portfolio, these templates give you a head start. You can even tweak the generated code if you need something extra specific. FlutterFlow's ability to handle cross-platform apps is a major advantage. Once you design an app, you can deploy it on iOS, Android, and even as a web app without any extra effort. The Visual Logic Builder is where the amazing part happens. It lets you define what your app does when users interact with it, and you can link these actions to external APIs or Firebase, which is built right into the platform. One standout feature is the ability to export your app's source code. This means you're not locked into the platform. You can take your code and continue developing it elsewhere if needed. It's a safety net that makes FlutterFlow feel future-proof. The integration with Firebase also makes FlutterFlow a favorite for developers working on real-time apps. Features like Firestore for database management and Firebase authentication make setting up back-end functions straightforward. You don't have to worry about servers or infrastructure, it's all managed for you. FlutterFlow's flexibility can be overwhelming if you're new to app building. While it's easy to drag and drop elements, understanding how to set up logic or connect APIs takes time. Additionally, compared to platforms like Bubble, FlutterFlow's pre-built templates are fewer in number, which might mean more manual setup for your project. One thing we recommend is making full use of the FlutterFlow community. There are forums, tutorials, and even pre-built components shared by other users that can save you time. Another tip is to start small and scale up gradually. Begin with basic screens, like a login page or a home screen, and then add advanced features like geolocation or payment gateways. FlutterFlow offers a free plan, which is great for testing and building simple apps. The paid plans start at $24 per month, which lets you download your app's APK or source code. The 56 Pro plan is ideal for professional use, with features like GitHub integration and one-click deployment to app stores. If you're working in a team, there's a $56 per user Teams plan that adds real-time collaboration and centralized billing. Lastly, Thunkable is all about simplicity. If you've never built an app before, this platform makes it as straightforward as possible. It focuses on letting you create basic mobile apps quickly, with features that are easy to understand and implement. We chose Thunkable because of how beginner-friendly it is, especially for those who want to dip their toes into app building without feeling overwhelmed. The setup process with Thunkable is quick and user-friendly. After signing up, you're guided to a canvas where you can start designing your app. The drag-and-drop interface is incredibly intuitive. You just pick elements like buttons, images, or forms, and place them wherever you want on the screen. If you're not sure where to begin, Thunkable provides tutorials and templates to get you started. Thunkable's standout feature is its focus on multi-platform deployment. You build your app once, and it's ready for both iOS and Android, saving you the hassle of developing separately for each platform. This feature alone makes it incredibly convenient for anyone trying to reach users on both major mobile operating systems. Another major benefit is the Visual Logic Builder. This tool makes it easy to define how your app behaves. For example, you can design a button that sends a personalized greeting to users or opens a new screen when tapped. It's all about connecting actions to elements visually, rather than having to write complex code. This simplicity is what makes Thunkable accessible, even to someone completely new to app building. Thunkable also allows you to incorporate advanced features without making it feel overwhelming. You can set up push notifications to alert users about updates or events in your app. If you're building an app for personal fitness, for example, you can use notifications to remind users about their workout schedules. For those interested in monetizing their app, Thunkable offers options for in-app purchases and ad integrations, which are surprisingly easy to set up. One of the most impressive things about Thunkable is its collaboration features. If you're working with a team, you can share your project and assign roles, which makes it a great choice for small groups or classrooms. Imagine you're creating an educational app with friends. You can divide tasks like designing screens, setting up logic, and testing the app. Everyone can work together on the same project in real time, which saves so much back and forth. Thunkable's simplicity is both a strength and a limitation. While it's great for basic apps, it doesn't offer the same level of depth or customization as platforms like Bubble or FlutterFlow. Advanced features like API integrations or custom logic are harder to implement, which might be a deal-breaker for more complex projects. To get the most out of Thunkable, we recommend starting with their tutorials. They're designed to walk you through common features step by step, which is helpful when you're new. Another tip is to experiment with the free plan first. It's a great way to test your ideas without committing to a subscription. Thunkable offers a free plan that's ideal for learning the ropes. The Builder plan at $37 per month unlocks custom branding and live publishing for one app. For unlimited apps and advanced features like in-app payments, the $99 advanced plan is a good choice with features like collaboration and priority support. So those are our takes on the best no-code app builders, each with its unique benefits and features. We hope this video gives you a good idea of the possibilities and helps you make the right choice for your needs. Let us know if you have any further questions or would like to share your thoughts in the comments below.